out everybody, I am Carlos Akiris from Future Games, and today we have David from Mo Ideas, and he's going to explain a bit about the game, The Flow of History. So, David, tell us more about the game.
Sure. Okay, so The Flow of History is our new game from Jesse Lee. He's a fabulous designer from Taiwan, and this is his newest game. This is also a civilization building game, and I'll show it to you right now.
Civilization, interesting.
Yes. Okay, so in this game, you are trying to buy cards from a central supply, buy a set of cards and try to build them into your nation. And when in this game, when you gain a new card, you have to stack the cards of the same color together. So you can see when you gain a new card, you stack it on top of it. So if some cards will have an icon, it will get covered. Okay? So you can see here, we have cards in 6 colors. The blue, green, red, and orange cards are vertical. You have to stack them together. Okay? The yellow cards are the leader cards, and you can only have 1 leader in your nation. The wonder cards are not limited. You can put a lot of them to multiple copies side by side, and you don't have to stack them. Okay? So the goal of the game is to build a great civilization, and at the end of the game, you'll count how many points you have, and the player with the highest points will win. Okay? I'll get you the score later.
Yes.
Now, in this game, we have 5 actions. The first action is called the invest action. To invest in a card, you take the marker of your color and place it on the card that you would like to buy from the marketplace.
Okay.
Now, if nobody takes that card from you, when it's your turn again, you may choose to complete it. The complete action is the second action you can choose from. When you complete a card that you have invested on previously, you take the resource icons and on the card and put them into a supply, and then you add the card to your nation. When you add the card to your nation, you will get an investor bonus depending on the investor bonus icon. There's the icon, you can check the bonus. If you have a good combo, maybe you can get a nice discount when you buy the card. The next action is called the snipe action. This is basically that you can buy a card that somebody else has invested in. So if you, maybe you bid on a card for like 3 resources and I want it too, then I'll pay you 3 resources and I'll just take the card. And the resource that you bid on the card will go to the central supply, and then you'll get a compensation by taking half from the supply. So sometimes you can sell cards to other players and get more money back. If you have trade icons, we have a total of 7 icons in this game. Let's probably go up here. If you have this trade icon, for each trade icon you have, you can take 1 extra token before you take half. So if there's a 7 in the supply and you have like 3 trade icons, you can first take 3 and then take half. So if you have lots of trade icons, maybe you can have a nice strategy of selling cards to other players, so you get a lot of money back. So the next action is called the activate action. What that means is that some cards will have a special effect that you can use for your turn. Usually it'll give you new cards. When you activate it, just follow the instructions and then your turn ends. So you can only do 1 action per turn. Finally, it's called the harvest action. The harvest action basically means you pass your turn and take half from the supply. So if somebody has just completed a card, he'll put a lot of resources into the supply, then maybe you can take a rest and take half from the supply. So there's a lot of back and forth going in this game. Somebody is setting the price, somebody's completing their own investments, and maybe someone is buying cards from somebody else, and then maybe you can try to harvest it. So there's a lot going around, and the main focus of this game will be how much to set your price. If you set it too high, maybe nobody will buy it from you, but if you set it too low, then the next player will buy it immediately. So there's also a lot of diplomacy. You can try to talk somebody else into not buying your card or to buy the other card, something like that. So there's quite a lot of interesting dynamics going around in this game. So at the end of the game, you will score your icons. Basically, this is the culture icon. Each icon will be worth 1 point. The rest of the other icons will be worth half rounded down. So for example, if you had a total of 23 other icons, then maybe you'll get 11 points. And then the wonder cards will get, and some other cards will have a scoring effect. Then you count the scoring effects for the extra points, and tally your total, and the player with the highest points will win the game. The game usually lasts about 1 hour, and then since it depends on the number of cards in the deck, you play till the final card comes out. So usually the playtime will be the same for 3 to 5 players.
Oh, okay. So how much is it for 35 players? How much time?
About 1 hour. If you're fast, maybe you can finish it in about 40.
Okay. So there are many ways that you can win, and
yes, there's a lot of different routes to try in this game. There's also a military part. I think I forgot to mention. In this game, you can also attack other players.
Okay.
But the attack card only activates when you buy a card from attack card that have the attack effect from the marketplace. Okay. So when you do so, you activate attack, and then you can attack other players with your military power. But the attacker only counts the attack symbol, this X here, as his military power. However, the other defenders, they get to count the defense icon and the attack icon. So it's slightly easier for players to defend than to attack.
Okay. That's how you balance it.
Yes, that's how it's balanced. Since when you make a successful attack, it usually will hurt the other player very bad because you'll just discard, you'll destroy his card, destroy his buildings.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, that makes sense.
Yes.
So this was the flow of history.
Yes, that's the flow of history.
Thank you very much.